61A, lecture number 24. Announcements. The ANTS project is due today. The CATS contest is due today. It's completely optional, but you're welcome to join. CATS composition revisions deadline was extended to next Friday. It was originally announced for next Monday, but now you can just not think about it until after the midterm, which is next Wednesday, starting at 7 p.m., not during regular class. There's a long Piazza post about logistics and how to prepare. It links you to the Midterm 2 study guide, which looks like this. It's a lot of content, and I recommend that you actually know what's on there, both so that you can look things up quickly during the exam and so that you don't need to look things up because it's already in your mind. If you know these examples, you're in a much better position for taking the exam than if you don't. When we go about writing an exam, we really do look through the study guide to make sure that we're covering the right topics. I certainly won't guarantee that all of these topics will appear on the exam, but if you look at past exams, that's usually what you see, and we expect this exam to be similar. What else can I tell you about the exam? 1, it's going to have a similar format to Midterm 1. And 2, I think a useful past exam to look at, which covers the same topics, is the Fall 2019 exam number 2. Although there was one topic we covered this semester that does not appear on this semester's exam, the keyword non-local and how it works. We've removed this from the course. It was in the extra lecture series if you want to learn about it, but you don't have to for the exam. So if you're trying out a practice exam, skip question 2 of Fall 19. I do recommend reading this Piazza post, which has links to how to prepare and some notifications about review sessions that are happening this weekend, put together by student groups. If you need some kind of special seating or time arrangement, you need to fill out this form by today. Several students have asked me recently what's a good way to prepare for the exam. First, I recommend learning the course material. That might involve going back and reviewing certain lab and homework assignments that didn't make sense the first time through and understanding what was going on there. The second is to get better at solving new problems, and usually that comes with a little bit of practice and a lot of thinking about how you approach problems. When a new problem comes in, what's your strategy? If you want my guide to implementing functions, take a look at lecture number 7, which had a video on implementing functions. And then once you have a strategy for solving problems, practice it by solving some problems. But for most of the content of the exam, you can't get it right unless you know the material, which means going back and reviewing either the textbook or the lectures or the assignments so that you know how the object system works, how lists work, what recursion is, etc. And today's lecture is just review. So I'll go through some old exam problems and things that are similar to exam problems and talk about how you might approach them. Looking forward, on Monday, we're just going to have a video of somebody else lecturing instead of delivering new content. This is a wonderful video, but it's not going to be anything new. So I would strongly recommend watching it, but it's not going to help you review for the exam. It's really just for interest. Then there will be no lecture on Wednesday, and on Friday there will be an Ask Us Anything session with the instructors rather than lecture. So next week you've got to take an exam, but there are no assignments and there are no lectures. We'll give you a little bit of a break.